It was nearly midnight when Aaron finished locking up the small convenience store where he worked the late shift. The town was quiet, the streets empty except for a few flickering streetlights. As he stepped outside, he noticed a car parked across the street with its engine running. The headlights were off, but he could see a silhouette sitting in the driver's seat. Aaron assumed it was someone waiting for a friend, but as he walked to his bike, the car's engine suddenly stopped. The silence felt strange. When he looked back again, the silhouette was gone, yet the car door had never opened. Aaron brushed off the feeling and began riding home through the dark streets. The wind was cold and the road completely empty. After a few minutes, he heard the faint sound of car engine behind him. When he glanced back, the same car from the store slowly followed at a distance with its headlights still turned off. His heart began to pound. He pedaled faster, turning down a narrow street to lose it. For a moment the sound disappeared, but as he reached the end of the street, the car rolled out from the shadows again, moving slowly toward him. Panicking, Aaron sped toward his apartment complex. The gate was just ahead and he prayed the security guard would still be awake. When he looked back again, the car had stopped in the middle of the road. The driver's door slowly creaked open. A tall figure stepped out, but the streetlight flickered before Aaron could see their face. The figure didn't chase him. Instead, it simply stood there watching. Aaron rushed through the apartment gate and shouted for the guard. When the guard looked outside, the road was me. The car and the mysterious figure had completely vanished. 2 months later, a college student named Melissa experienced something similar in the same town. She had just finished studying at the library and decided to walk home, 'cause it was only a few blocks away. The streets were unusually quiet that night. She passed an alley. She heard someone whisper her name. She froze instantly. No one should have known she was there. Melissa turned slowly and looked into the dark alley, but it appeared empty. The whisper came again, softer this time, almost like someone calling from very far away. Melissa pulled out her phone and turned on the flashlight. The beam cut through the darkness, revealing only trash cans and damp brick walls. She was about to leave when she noticed something strange on the ground. Footprints were appearing in the dust, one after another, as if someone invisible was slowly walking toward her. Her chest tightened with fear. The footsteps stopped only a few feet away. For a long moment nothing happened. Then her phone flashlight suddenly flickered off, plunging the alley into complete darkness. In another part of town, a truck driver named Luis had his own disturbing experience on a lonely highway. He was driving late at night when thick fog began rolling across the road. Visibility dropped to only a few meters. Suddenly he noticed a figure walking along the shoulder of the highway. The strange thing was how tall it seemed, even from a distance. Its head rose unusually high above the guardrail. Luis slowed his truck and tried to get a better look through the fog. As the truck passed the figure, Luis turned his head toward the passenger window. For a split second, he saw its face illuminated by his headlights. The skin looked pale and stretched, and its eyes appeared completely black. Luis slammed the accelerator and drove faster down the highway. His heart was racing. When he looked in the side mirror, the figure was still there in the fog, but something was terribly wrong. It wasn't getting smaller with distance. Somehow, it was keeping the same pace as the truck. Luis kept driving until the fog finally cleared miles later, when he stopped at a gas station. To calm down, he checked the side of his truck. Long scratches ran across the metal door, as if someone had dragged their fingers along it while he was driving. The marks were high up, almost near the window. Luis realized with a chill that whatever had been walking on the highway would have needed impossibly long arms to reach that high. Years later, locals began sharing stories online about strange encounters around that same area. Some people reported a silent car following them at night. others claimed to hear whispers calling their names from empty alleys. Truck drivers spoke about a tall figure walking in thick fog along the highway. None of the stories seemed connected at first, but they all described the same unsettling feeling. The sense that something was watching from the darkness just out of sight. Even today, people in the town avoid walking alone late at night. The convenience store, where Aaron once worked, still stands on the quiet corner, and sometimes a car is seen, parked across the street with its headlights off. Drivers on the highway still report seeing a tall shape moving through the fog, and every so often someone walking past the old alley swears they hear a whisper calling their name from the darkness. No one knows exactly what it is, but many believe the town isn't as empty as it seems.